What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to the show. This is a big time review that we have set up here for high school coverage this week. And this week we're going to be talking to several different coaches live here on the show. And Coach O'Brien is going to be, actually he's got an event he's got to head to a little later. So we're going to catch him early right now. And we just want him to come in and talk about his kids and the school. And we'll spend a few minutes with him and we'll take a look at the schedule here and everything. And Coach, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, buddy. How about you?
Very good. Good to hear from you. Good to see you had a good vacation. It's always good to get away. It's always good to do that.
It absolutely is. It's I believe it's the first vacation I took in about 4 years.
Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, last summer, gosh, I was down there. We did jamborees and we did that for 3 days.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yep.
So it's good to get away and enjoy a little time. And last year, we know what happened last year, and we ain't got to bring up all that. So we can talk about if for people that don't know, just a real quick rundown. First time in program history, I don't know of Coosa even making a playoffs. This Coach O'Brien and Coach Teddy and Alaric and crew, and we'll let him talk about some of his other coaches. They make a run to the semis and get to play the gatekeepers of the North in 1A, Pickens County. Being associated with Cedar Bluff myself, we've all made run-throughs with Pickens County. Super, super talented young group, great coaches. So, they come up just a little short there at the end of the game, but Coach O'Brien and staff are not crying over spilt milk. They're ready to move into 2023. Yes. So, Coach, how it has been through the summer? I've seen you moved weight room stuff around, so tell us a little more about that.
Yeah, it's been really busy. We really, when we lost on the Hail Mary, we didn't, we just reset and started back over. We didn't really even take any downtime. So, we've been wide open since, the week after that Hail Mary pass.
Yeah.
It cost us a shot at the state championship. And, I think it taught us a lot. It made our kids really hungry, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
So I think it was more of a blessing in disguise than it was anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a positive way to look at it. Because it is what it is, and everything happens for reasons, and it's only going to make you guys better. And I know that you got a great staff. Tell us a little bit more about. We know Teddy helps with defense stuff in your weight training program. I talked to him last night or night before for about an hour. He's excited, man. He's pumped up for the season. He feels like this team is going to be even better and more hungry and just laying in the awakening there to pounce, to make a run this season.
Yeah, I think he's right. I mean, we got a shot. I think talent-wise, we're better than we were last year. The chemistry was just so dadgum good last year, though. And if we can have, if that chemistry will carry over into this year, I think the season's really, really good, very, very promising. But yeah, we've got a lot of coaches that are really good on the staff. They care, they work hard, and come August, we're 7 days a week all the way to the end of the season. So, it's a grind, and they never complain. They just keep on keeping on. And the kids are, they're 6 days a week, and they keep on keeping on. So, it's good. We just got to, the season ain't begun yet. You don't know what kind of injuries you're going to have, and you don't know how your chemistry's going to end up. And, those things matter, So if our chemistry's good and we're low on injuries, I think we could have a really, really, really good year. But you just don't know how it's going to turn out. Each season's different. Each team's different.
That's right.
So you just don't know what that looks like, But talent-wise, yeah, I think we're far better than we were last year talent-wise.
Yeah, he said something along the lines of, I think everybody on the defenses are running under 5 flats now.
Yeah, I think we got two D linemen. It's around that 5 flat mark, and they're big kids.
Yeah,
they're not small kids. They're big kids. And then, outside of those 2 D linemen, from the D ends to the linebackers and the secondaries, all under 5 flat. We're anywhere from the 4.9 range to probably the low 4.6, maybe high 4.5 range. So we're really, really fast. Really, really fast.
Yeah. How do you think that's going to play in with some of your schedule? We'll look at some of the schedule. Like you're going to open the 24th, guys, August 24th. Watchers, listeners, appreciate you guys for coming by. Matt and Todd show. This is a big preview high school special show. Of course, we want to talk to some guys outside of our county because we're going to have our media days here Saturday at Easy Street. So we want to reach out to some other coaches. And I appreciate Coach O'Brien for taking a few minutes. He's heading towards Atlanta. So the 24th, Coach, you're going to be listen, I want to make sure I got this right. At Geraldine, at Spring Garden, at Gilsel. Am I right?
That sounds right.
Okay. So I guess, week one, we're just going to roll in there and we're going to travel up to Geraldine Bulldogs. And Coach Michael, what a fantastic job he's been doing up there. He's really got them striving and pumping and working hard. He is one of them, and they are all one together with him. So that's going to be a great challenge for, a great we look for, just guessing, they'll make a big, good playoff 3A team.
Got a shot. I mean, they're loaded.
Yep.
And Michael does a great job. And he's a better person than he is anything, And they got a great team, man. It's going to be a challenge just to be on the field with them. To be frank, I really believe they got a shot to win the North in 3A. But before that, we're playing a Jamboree.
Yep.
Pale City and Albertville's coming to us.
So it's going to be there at Coosa.
At Coosa on the 17th.
17th.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, I mean, obviously, the connection to Pale City.
Yes.
And so, Rush owed me a favor. That's what I tell him anyway. And he decided that he'd come to me. And, of course, Coach Albertville, him and I don't really know each other that good. We've gotten to know each other a little bit. And so we're just going to do a trifecta there at Coosa on the 17th. And I think we're going to start at 6 on that night, play a half of Albertville, and then play a half of Pale City or something like that.
Okay, I'm writing that down here, okay?
Yeah.
That'll definitely, those are two big schools. So that.
Yeah, two big schools. Yeah, one's 6A, one's 5A. And, it'll be on a Thursday night, which is good because then the following Thursday we kick off regular season with Geraldine. So we didn't do the spring thing because baseball had a really, really good year, and it really just knocked our spring practice out.
Yeah, a lot of teams are not doing it.
It's all going away. I mean, I really personally think that's what the state wants.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion.
Yeah.
That they would rather football, spring football to be done away with. You can opt for an extra week of practice if you bypass the spring game.
Yeah, and Georgia's just done away with it completely. They have for a while.
Yeah. So
week 2, you're going to be at Spring Garden. Good gracious! I mean, what a powerhouse 1A they have been for years. Coach Howard, he's moving along with his career. He's going to retire fully, I guess, retire over there. But hey, the field's named after him for a reason, and he's not going to leave behind there's not going to be any type of letdown. We don't know who the coach is going to be supposed to announce tomorrow. We all have speculations, but rumors don't matter. So that's going to be a challenge to roll over there because they're keeping they got a lot of the same kids. They're athletic kids, and of course John Jacob Welch boys. They're just getting older. I know they seem like they've been there a while. They'll be more involved this year too, especially John running the ball. We think. Yeah,
I agree with you. They're really good. I think. I was talking to somebody yesterday about this very same. They asked me, the question was, who do you think the most well-coached team you played? And I believe it would probably be Spring Garden.
Wow.
We played last year.
Yeah.
Them or Geraldine. Michael does such a good job with those guys. But I'm talking about the 1A level. Valley Head's another really well-coached team. But, that Spring Garden team's they're really, really well-coached. You can tell they work hard in the weight room, and it's going to be a big challenge. I just hope, again, I hope to play with them too.
Yeah.
So, our schedule's brutal. That.
Yeah.
So we'll just, we'll see how it goes.
It'll be a fun game. I'm glad that game has, it's different regions, but it's still 1A ball. And if y'all meet back up again, it'll be, later on in the season, probably December area. If y'all both can meet back up again, that'd be awesome. And then the 8th, that third week, you're going to be, you're gonna travel to the Fighting Naps over in Gainesville, Alabama.
Yeah. And Brian does again. That's just another well-coached team, right? So
Yeah.
they're real physical,
Yep.
and they play hard. And Brian does a great job with those guys. And it's just it's another challenge. So and the front end of this schedule is brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely brutal.
Well, you're not even going to come home till the 15th, and then you're going to host Decatur. And we know, them and where they're at, and we try to keep up with them over the years because Cedar Bluff ties with them for the past many years.
Yeah.
Usually that region usually, especially baseball, it runs through Decatur. Decatur Heritage is a great prominent private school up there. They always got athletes running around the field. So what do you expect from there? Same?
The same thing. I mean, they had a running back that started in the last year. He was an eighth grader last year.
Oh, wow.
He will go play college football somewhere. I will bet you everything I got on him.
Wow. Okay? I didn't know. I thought he was like a 10th grader.
He's going to be a freshman.
Oh,
He's
no.
really, really good.
Yeah.
Now, they lost their quarterback, who I thought was the best quarterback in the region. He was the second best, I thought. He was the second best quarterback we saw last year. I'm not talking about out of region games. I'm talking about region games plus playoffs. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. But I thought he was the second best quarterback I saw last year behind the kid at Lynn. Lynn quarterback was the best quarterback we played. Doesn't matter regardless of classification. He was the second best quarterback, the best quarterback we saw.
Yeah.
But that number 10, he was a senior and he graduated, but he's a really good player. And so they lost him, but they got really, really good athletes. The receivers are really, really good, and that running back's really special. So I'm sure there'll be, a big challenge for us, at home.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we will be at home for a change.
Yeah. Well, then you're going to turn around and go drive across the county up there and hit 59 and run to Fort Payne. The guys, they're going to travel up to see Coach Hammond, which he's going to be calling in the show here in a little while at Valley Head up there. Now, they won that region last year, and he's bringing back a little bit. Now, we all know Ian Bain, and Ian's signed, and he's going to go and play down there with Beckett and them at Faulkner, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So missing him, it's hard to replace a guy like that. However, Coach Hammond and the whole staff, they do a good job, and they're just tough. They're gritty. They play like their head coach is. They just hang in there, and you just can't beat them off with a stick. They're going to play you hard from first quarter to the whistle blows at the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're, and again, they won the region. So, and they lost. They didn't lose anything but they lost 2 running backs, and I think they lost 1 more kid. But that was a young team. And they're really good, and they're really, really well coached. I know they're just repeating the same thing over and over, but it's the truth.
Well, they're going to be good up front, too. Their line, they come to that weightlifting deal you had over there at Coosa. And
they won it. Whew. So, they're probably the strongest team in the region. They're definitely the biggest team in the region. And Boog, Coach Hammond, rather, does a phenomenal job with them, and they play their guts out for them.
Yeah.
And going there and trying to beat them there it's really, really difficult to beat them there. Okay. And so it should be a great challenge.
Yeah.
And
now
they've got a shot again to win the region.
Yeah.
A real good shot to win the region. So we'll just see.
Yeah. Early picks. We look for them to be, they'll be bouncing around there with you guys, 1 or 2, they'll be, we know they're going to bring their best. And so we look forward to that game, the 22nd. Then the 29th, you're going to take a long road. You're going to take they're going to take a long road trip from Heritage Academy over Mississippi. They're going to be visiting. Tell us about them.
That may be the dumbest decision I've ever made. That team is the best team that we've played since I've been at Coosa.
Now, what classification size-wise? What are we looking at?
They won. I believe they won the 5A state championship a couple years ago. And so how that came about, I'm an idiot, I guess, but how that deal came about, Coach Pokey was the head coach at Olive Branch High School in Mississippi. And they played Colquitt when Rush was at Colquitt.
Okay.
And they beat Colquitt, okay?
Wow.
And I'm about to throw Rush under the bus on this, okay? All right, so I'm not going to take responsibility for this. Anyhow, so that Olive Branch team won the Natty, okay? Well, he was the head coach, all right, on that team, all right? Pokey was. Well, Pokey took Heritage Academy, Well, when Rush came on my staff, he called me. Pokey called me, and he's like, "Hey," he says, he says, "Me and Rush, we got a history." He says, let's would y'all be interested in playing? I said, "Well, let me reach out to Rush." Rush's like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it." And so I called him back. I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then, of course, now Rush is at Bell City, and I'm stuck with Heritage
Oh,
Academy,
B.
and they're really good. So they're huge. And
Size
they're
wise,
fast.
are they going to be like Gadsden City size?
They're
Or,
better than them.
I mean, school wise, they're going to be a big school.
No, they're a private school.
I mean, student number wise, they're going to be a big school.
No, they're private.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think they're probably the size of Briarwood, maybe, population wise.
Yeah.
But the Gatlinburg Vitamin team had 5 or 6 D1ers.
Yeah.
Right? We played them 2 years in a row. They ain't no doubt they're better than Gatlin.
Oh boy.
Okay? They're definitely better than Gatlin. Their front is phenomenal. And I would bet you they got several kids, that's going to go play D1 football. I would bet that.
Wow.
And I don't know what the number is yet. But anyhow, Pokey's gone. And so they hired a dude from Mississippi State to coach him. And I forgot his name. I don't even know his name yet. But he is now the head coach. Lordy, we're in for a challenge right now for sure.
Well, you're going to get to stay at home the next week after a tough game against Heritage Academy from Mississippi. You're going to have the new coach, the Fighting Cranes, Garrett Crane, the Cedar Bluff Tigers.
Yeah.
They'll be coming over on October the 13th. What about that?
Well, first of all, congratulations to him to get that job. I know he works hard.
He does.
And he's a good dude.
He is.
And so I was proud for him to get that job for sure.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure he'll do a good job over there. Cedar Bluff, they're used to winning. And, they were always a name in that North 1A forever and ever. So,
yeah,
I think they've been on hard times, the last year, 2 years, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I know Allen did a great job with him with what he had. But he'll get them back, and Crane will do a great job with them. And I'm glad for him. I'm glad to see him get an opportunity to be a ball coach.
My son played for him all those years of varsity, and I always liked Coach Crane. He's hard on him, but he's fair, and that's all I ever asked for. When you could just be hard and not be fair, then that's just kind of silly, and I don't like that. But he's hard, but he's fair. Yeah. And I've had conversations with him on the phone, and not really jockeying for my kid to play, but just talking football. He's always kind of listens. He's open-minded to things. He's not just like cut off. I'm the head guy. I don't care what nobody else thinks. He's not one of those guys. And this team's going to be athletic.
Got a meek spirit to me, he's very meek, and I think that's an ultimate compliment, right? Have a meek spirit, and a good thing to have.
Yeah,
a meek spirit. And so I've just always, had a lot of respect for him. And again, I'm glad he got the job. I know he wanted it, and I wish him all the best for sure.
Yeah,
except for one game a year.
Yes, right. They're going to be a little new up front, not too much. They're going to be missing a few from Kennard. Losing a big guy like that is going to hurt, but they're going to have some experience. Some of the guys that are going to be there have played a year or maybe 2, and backfield, Hunter Jenkins and Hunter Stallin's going to be running around, and Caden Pack at QB probably. I don't know. I'm just guessing. They're going to have some guys that can scoot around. They're going to be a typical looking 1A, probably scatter around, probably run the ball some and try to run some power and throw it a little bit. So it's going to be interesting, and we're cheering for Coach Crane always.
Yeah, man. I hope he does good. I know he will. And I'm really, again, I'm proud for him, man. I know, he wanted that job, and these head jobs are hard to get, Matt. I mean, they're really, really hard to get. I mean, and so, you got to have the right breaks, and he got it. And I hope he proves himself worthy of it.
I think so. They'll be okay. Cedar Bluff's always been, that 1A North. Most of the time, Cedar Bluff, that region, they were kind of running things for a while, on and off. They're a solid team. Now, talking about another solid team that's going to be really good this year. On the 20th, y'all will be at Appalachian. Good gracious, they bring back about everybody, and we watched them play last year with Valley Head, and that was a slobber knocker. They're going to have a good team this year.
Yep, they will. And, they got, believe it or not, they're athletic.
Yep.
Okay. They're really, really athletic.
They won baseball, right?
Yeah, they won baseball.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the Appalachian won the state baseball
Yeah.
this year, and those kids are really athletic, and so they will absolutely match our speed. I know they will. And so, we're going to go, and you got to go there too.
Yeah.
That's not easy,
Playing down
because the
there.
field is so unique.
It's down there in that bowl, and it's so high in the middle. I mean, you can't even see across
It
it.
throws all your timing stuff off because the crown's so high.
It is high.
All right. And so all your throw game is not the same. And you got to go there, and it's not easy to win there.
Yeah.
So, they do a good job too.
Yeah.
This is a good region, man.
Yeah.
This region's been underrated, and I think it showed last year. This region's not bad. Okay. And so, I know they'll be good, and I think they got a shot to win the region as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
then y'all be back home again. You get to play Woodville, and I know they're always struggle, and they try to do the best they can with what they got, and they don't have as many kids as a lot of schools. We've been up there. The kids were always respectful. I remember us going there and playing. My son played, and there's never no jawing or nothing. So that tells that the coaches are doing a good job. Just go out there and try to win, play tough, and let's just see what happens. You never know. You don't go out there with a bad attitude, and that's kind of the way they always played us. And they had a quarterback his senior year. I can't remember his name. He was really good. And his little brother, I think, was a tailback the next year maybe. But
his brother played quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he got injured last year. He broke something, maybe his leg or something. Okay, but I think he's a senior this year.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. And so, they got a new coach too as well.
Okay.
Okay. So their last coach went to where did he go? Locust Fort, maybe.
That sounds right.
Coordinator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So they got another. I don't even know if they even announced yet.
Okay.
But they got another coach, and they are hard nosed, and they do play hard. They're not the most athletic team, but they're usually big and strong.
Yeah.
And so, you got to overcome that factor.
Yeah, they had some big kids, even.
Yeah, they're always big.
The first quarter of the game was always hard because their guys, mine played, he was either center or right tackle, and on defense, he'd play linebacker. Hey, that first quarter, they'd wear you out because they had some boys that were 6'3" or 4", upper 200s. And after the meaning of the game, like you said, athletically, we could just kind of outshine them. Cedar Bluff could get them, later in the game. Hit some big plays, hit a little run here and there with, I think Nick was running the ball, or maybe Ombre would get something, and cut up. But then the next week you'll be at Victory Christian over there in that Gadsden area down there. That'll be the 1st of November, and that'll be kind of finishing the regular season at Victory Christian. So, that's a good looking schedule there, especially those first 3 weeks, man. You're just
it's brutal.
Y'all are road warriors. I mean, you're only going to be home from the 24th of August till September the 22nd. You'll finish at Valley Head. You're only going to be at home one time, the 15th, to play Decatur.
Yeah. At least I'm saving money on paint, right?
Well, yeah, I guess you could,
that's the positive side, right? I'm not having to pay for paint to paint the field. So I guess that's good. Don't you got to find something positive out of this?
Absolutely. You're a positive. You breathe positivity down there, and it shows at the program. And tell me before we go, I know you're fixing to hit the road. Tell me some of your other coaches, your line coach and some of the other guys there to help out.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget a coach. I hate it when I get put on the spot. We'll give him a shot.
The guy I talk fishing with, I forget his name.
Huh?
The guy I always talk fishing with. What's his name?
Is it Coach Miller?
I got his name in here. I'll have to go back and look, but he's always fun.
White guy, black guy?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Coach Miller, Rodney Miller.
Yeah, Rodney, yeah.
Yeah, he's on year 2 with us. He does a great job at offensive line now. He works the dog out of it.
I seen him get on him at practice. He'll get on the
butt. He's a great person. That's the biggest thing.
He is.
And so he's our O-line coach, and then our 2 receiver coaches are Vinny Dupree, who's now the head softball coach.
Yes, yeah.
Vinny's fantastic.
He's from He's from over this way, Cherokee County guy.
Yeah. He's
really,
a Cherokee County boy.
Really like him.
I love him. Great dude. And then Jackson Justice, he's a receiver coach. He coaches baseball. And then Alaric, of course, heads the offense up. Me and Jacob Dindy will share that running back deal. I don't know what his military obligation is right now. He may have to. He may be on. He may be leaving here soon. We don't know that yet.
Yeah, guard stuff or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the offensive side of the ball. The defense side of the ball, of course, is Teddy.
Yep.
And Ivan Catlin. Ivan is a phenomenal human being, phenomenal person. And then we got, of course, Ryan Bostic was with me 3 years ago, and last year he wasn't able to be with us, and he's came back, and I'm grateful for that. I think a lot of Ryan. Ryan's good people, man. And so he'll coach linebackers. Ronnie Flanagan, who's my brother-in-law, actually, and Ronnie is the jack of all trades. He can do anything, literally anything, and I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's, repairing an engine on a 18-wheeler to build a house to coaching football. He can do it all. He's just really, really talented. And so, and then who am I forgetting? Coach Albright is a new coach coming from section.
Okay.
He'll be coaching the DBs with us. I'm probably forgetting the name, and that's why I don't like to be put on the spot. I don't mean to.
You blame it on me. Just tell me. Of course, you got a new athletic director.
Yep, got a new athletic director who y'all probably know, Stacey Jones.
Stacey Jones, yeah.
He was over Parks and Rec in Cherokee County.
Yeah.
You remember him?
Yeah, somewhat. He's a all-time Major League Baseball. I mean,
so he played for the Orioles.
He
played with Cal, with Baltimore. And then I think he's Auburn's all-time strikeout leader, matter of fact.
Really?
He was on that team with Bo Jackson and Frank Thompson.
Yeah, golly, yeah, that
so
would be.
He ended his career with the White Sox.
Yeah.
Okay, and Stacy, I've got a long history with Stacy. He coached my son, Kel, when Kel was at Etowah. He was Kel's pitching coach.
Okay.
Of course, Stacy was a pitcher in the bigs.
Yes.
So, and I had a huge amount of respect for him just by the way he coached. And I've been trying to get Stacy over here for a long time, man, probably 3 years. I've been trying to get him just to come and be a part of the program. I didn't care what it was, just something. And of course, the AD spot opened up, and I called Stacy. I said, Stacy, look, dude, you need to take this AD job. And so one thing led to the other. And of course, he took it. It was phenomenal because he's just a phenomenal human being. And he gets it. And I don't know what it means, but it's the it that's super important when it comes to athletics. And he gets it, right? And so it's just a huge addition to us, and it's a big help to me. So very grateful.
Yeah. Congrats on getting him over there. He can be an important part of just, good young men becoming men. So, guys, don't forget, just here next month, August the 17th at Coosa Christian at 6:00. It'll be Pell City and Albertville's going to come over, and they're going to split some halves up. Go over there and see the Conquerors play if you ain't got nothing going on that evening. I'd sure like to try to get over there and see that. This is also a plug for your radio here, your podcast. I'm going to let you, Matt, call all the plays. So for everybody who wants to, I'll pass on that.
You'll be calling the plays against Pell City and Albertville. That way, if it goes south. And you can call plays for Heritage Academy as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's his fault. Look at that idiot. Oh, Lord, over there. He's the one who blew it up, idiot. I didn't do it. Coach, it's always good talking to you.
You too, brother. Man,
I appreciate it. Have safe travels over there at Atlanta, and y'all enjoy your time and have a good time. And we'll see you. Probably try to come by real soon.
Anytime. You got to open the door.
All right, man. Thank you, Coach. Have a good day. Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
You too.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. I had Coach O'Brien there on, break down some of the schedule. And, hey, we appreciate him coming by. Thank you guys for stopping by and enjoying a spot here from the Matt and Todd Show, always on Sunday nights live at 6 o'clock. Hope you enjoy. Y'all have a great rest of the week. We do appreciate it.